Hello everybody and welcome to another Battleground Games Live. Isolating together with you, our friends in chat, from here, our living room. Those of you who are not familiar with Battleground Games Live, welcome. Battleground Games is your friendly local game store in the greater Boston, Massachusetts area. Hello, Lobster of Revenge! And the governor of Massachusetts has just announced today that the shelter-at-home order is going to continue at least for 2 more weeks through May 18th, which means that we are unable to stream from our store, where we normally stream every Friday evening. We play different board games, card games, miniature war games, role-playing games. So, yeah, I have been... my name is Andrew. Hello, this is...
Amanda, hi.
And I have officially now been in this apartment for slightly more than a month, because I have been here since the 24th. My last day of work was March 23rd. That was the last day that I was officially allowed to go into Battleground and sell stuff to people. Amanda has been here a couple weeks longer than that. When was your last day?
I've been here for 6.5 weeks.
Man.
I have left the apartment twice, both times to run into the library that I work at, which is closed to the public, but I have a key, and I was given permission by the library director. Staff were given permission if we are working from home, which most of us are. Check your local libraries. A lot of library staff are still working. They're just working from home. We are offering library services like tech help over the phone. Libraries have had to get very creative about how we offer help, but my library happens to have VoIP phones, and we were able to reroute one of those phone lines to a web phone app.
Nope, sorry.
And that web phone app can be used by a staff member to answer phone calls. So we have help by phone, even though we're not in our building. We have help via chat if you go onto our website. A lot of libraries are doing things like this. My hour, I got no questions until the last 5 minutes, at which someone asked me how to get audiobooks. I suspect it's someone I know, but I don't know who it is, because it was a very quick question. It was, how do I get audiobooks? And I was like, we have a couple of different streaming options. We have Hoopla and Libby by Overdrive. And they're like, thanks, bye. And I was like, huh. Okay. Wasn't you. It might have been Pi. It might have been someone else on my Twitter, my Twitter friends.
But it's a good question.
But it was a good question. It's exactly the sort of question that a lot of people are indeed legitimately asking us. It's just usually we do have to go through a little bit more with them than just, here are 2 services. Normally when someone asks, they're like, how do I get onto those services then?
Yeah, that means nothing. What is Libby?
Yeah, exactly. Which is why I suspect it was someone who knows me. But I got to count it. It counted towards our statistics, which is great. And the chat service that we use has an internal chat window for staff to chat. So if, say, we have 2 people staffing the chat and one of them is getting asked a question and they're really not sure how to answer it, but they don't want to, like, pass it off to someone else because maybe that someone else is busy on the phone and can type an answer to a staff member but may not be able to explain in great detail to a patron, they can respond to each other. You can also sort of be like, has this person says that they talked to someone earlier. Did they talk to you? Do you remember dealing with this? So we have sort of an internal way of communicating. I was staffing the chat with our young adult librarian, who is fantastic. She's awesome. And we had been planning on running some teen events together at my branch this summer. Actually, this spring and then this summer. We had been working on doing another lock-in program during one of the spring vacations, during the April school vacation, which has now passed. We had been talking about what we wanted to do over the summer and do a summer lock-in program after hours. We had been planning on doing a Harry Potter D&D game, and those plans have become very, very difficult at this point. But I got to touch base with her and chat with her about using lock-in with an L. The idea being that after the library closes, we open the doors for the teens and then we lock the doors so that no one else comes in. So that it's meant to be just for teens to hang out and be a safe place for them to come hang out and do activities while the librarians are there, but no other staff are there to like give them the stink eye for being teenagers, because that's frequently what happens. We used to have a woman who came in regularly, and we had a group of boys who would come in and play Yu-Gi-Oh, which is a card game, at one of the tables in the children's section on like Tuesday afternoons, and they were absolutely fine. They were not making any more noise than the adult patrons on the other side of the room who come in and have full volume conversations with each other because either they're hard of hearing and don't realize how loud they're being, or they just don't care.
Yeah.
Because they are, middle class white adults and they've never had to care about consequences of their actions. But a group of Asian teenage boys playing a card game and occasionally laughing out loud was just unimaginably rude for this woman. And she complained about them to me twice. The first time she complained, she was like, "Can't you do anything about them?" And I was like,
"Why?
There's nothing to be done about them. They're behaving themselves. They're not knocking things over. They're not using inappropriate language. They're keeping to a single table. They're not taking up a huge amount of space. They're using the library much like you're using the library." And she was like, "Well, And she came in about a week later and they were there. She goes, "Why are they always here when I'm here?" And I was like, "Because you're coming in on an early release day when the high schools get out. That's just how it is, and they are allowed to be here." But the second time she complained, she did so quite loudly, and they never came back.
So sad.
I defended them to her audibly, but they got the picture that they were not welcome, that this woman was going to like bitch and moan about it to the library director, which she never did, but she threatened to, and I was like, "You're welcome to, call and ask about our policies. I'm going to tell you right now that I am the head of this branch and they are behaving themselves." But yeah, they never came back, which was a real bummer.
That's
so
sad.
Just by being teenagers, teens get targeted by adults frequently as being too raucous or misbehaving, even when they're not actually misbehaving, which is a real bummer. And that's why we do lock-ins where the teens can come into the building when there is no one else there, and they can just hang out and be teenagers, and it's a safe place for them to be. We give them activities to do, so they're not just sitting around loitering, and which they enjoy more. They don't want to just sit around. They want something entertaining. So we put out like board games and stuff, and we did an escape room once.
Oh, right.
And we did crafts and stuff. We buy some pizza, they have pizza, and they do stuff. Obviously, we can't do that right now. But I'm hopefully getting some D&D stuff going online, which, fingers crossed, this all works. So I got to chat with the young adult librarian about that. We ended up chatting. She got no phone calls. And we ended up chatting for the better part of the hour that we were both staffing. And we ended up having a great little mini meeting via chat.
That's fantastic.
We didn't get a lot of reference questions, but we did get to touch base and plan some things out. And she was very enthusiastic about some of the things that I wanted to do. I ran my Animal Crossing library time idea by her. So keep an eye out, because at some point in the very near future, I hope, I will be launching the Thomas Crane Public Library Twitch channel, because I got the okay for that from the assistant director today. He didn't even put me through the ringer about it. I was like...
He's like, I don't know what Twitch is, but sure, if you wanna.
He knew. He was just like, I don't really do much on Twitch, but now I'm thinking maybe I kind of should. Because I told him about the Monterey Bay Aquarium's Twitch channel, where they forward their live streams from their webcams, because they have a whole bunch of live cams from their tanks, which is great. Monterey Bay Aquarium is fantastic. And their social media team is on point. But their social media folks run a Twitch channel, and mostly what their Twitch channel shows is one of their live cams. They'll like pick a live cam to stream into Twitch. Sometimes they will stream Animal Crossing, and it will be two of their social media team running around their Animal Crossing island looking at the fishing and talking about fish and whales and various things, and then also going into the museum on their island and looking at the aquarium exhibit and talking with each other about the aquarium, answering questions from the chat, and inviting members of their team. So they had like someone from their water quality team was in their chat answering questions, and they were chatting with them. And they had a visitor from the Field Museum who works with fossils to talk about the fossils and dinosaurs and different stages of the fossil record and everything. And they had a
paleontologist?
No. That was a paleontologist.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
No. An entomologist. They had an entomologist join them, also from the Field Museum. And he took them around the bug section of the museum and talked about bugs. So they've been running this really wonderful, wholesome Twitch chat and Twitch stream all about Animal Crossing, but talking about their actual places of work. So I told him about that. I told the YA librarian about that. And I was like, I'm building a library on my island. I'm going to make one of my houses into a library. And I'm going to have a children's section. And I'm going to have like a maker space, and I'm gonna have a reference section. And what do you think? Could I maybe make a library on there and stream it to Twitch? But I would need a Twitch channel for the library in which to do that. And he was like, yeah, go for it. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
So I will let folks know when that is active. I need to finish the library in my game first before I do anything else. I don't want to go get ahead of myself by making the Twitch channel and then not have anything to show with it. So got to finish the library. I've got a meeting with other staff members tomorrow about, we're doing coordination with the adult department about programming, so that our programs, we know that some of our programs are going to overlap. We don't want them to overlap in ways that will make it difficult for us to run programs simultaneously. We want to make sure that we're doing some manner of coordination. So yeah, I have a meeting. The children's department is meeting with the adult reference department about that tomorrow.
So many meetings.
But that means I'll get to talk with the two reference librarians who I know are playing Animal Crossing, and the other children's librarian whom I know is playing Animal Crossing. And we'll hopefully figure out something. We'll all friend each other and visit each other's islands so we can be best friends, so that we can travel easily.
So yeah, we've been busy.
Yeah. My work has been, it's 2 days this week, and I feel like I've done a mountain of work. So. Anyhow.
I asked Amanda today, what are we streaming? What board game are we going to stream tonight? And she was like, I don't know. I was like, I want something not super hard on the brain, because my brain is used up. I've used all my brain for today. So she started going through our collection, and she was like,
How about Kingdomino?
How about Kingdomino? I was like, yes. Kingdomino.
Done.
That was easy.
Yeah, the Monterey Bay Aquarium has penguin cam going. They had their jelly cam.
I like when they're
The other
feeding
day.
the fish. I like feeding the mola mola.
Feeding the mola mola is great. They have a kelp forest camera. They've got their big ocean tank, their deep ocean tank has a live cam. Their penguins have a live cam.
I feel like there's an octopus cam.
I think there is an octopus cam. On their website, they have a ton of their, you can look on the Monterey Bay Aquarium's website and just get a whole list of all of their live cams. And I think their Twitch stream is basically just cycling through them, like someone swaps which camera is like simul streaming to Twitch every once in a while. Like I said, their social media people, they are good at their jobs.
Yeah.
They were on this Animal Crossing thing so fast. Like, they've been doing these Animal Crossing things for at least 3 weeks now. Like, I think this is the third week that they've had like a Twitch stream and been doing occasional Animal Crossing streams. So yeah, we're hopefully going to do like a story time, but a story time on Twitch in our Animal Crossing village.
That sounds so cute.
So I'm really hoping to do that. I think that would be super, super, super fun. And I also I looked up, and I think if I'm streaming to Twitch, there's a plugin I can add to my browser that will let me stream my Twitch stream to YouTube.
Ah, yep, makes sense.
So I can't...
You can export from Twitch to YouTube.
Yeah, I can't easily stream from my Switch to YouTube as a live stream because YouTube is not great, apparently, with that.
I've done it, but it's a mess.
It's not great. Yeah, it's a kludge. Whereas it's a lot easier to stream from the Twitch to Twitch. From the Switch to Twitch.
Yes.
And then, yeah, you can take your Twitch stream and attach it to a YouTube stream. So, and the library definitely has a YouTube stream, and those would be videos I wouldn't mind live streaming and then leaving up as a recorded thing that you could check out later. Because
her water cycle video went up today.
I had 7 hits on that by the time the library's meeting was done.
Nice.
So I'm really happy about that. So yeah, Kingdomino. It's not really a deck building game.
It's dominoes.
Yeah, it's dominoes. It's domino drafting, and you are building around a central point.
So
Please
as
do
you
check
mentioned,
it out. I'm really proud of it.
Lobster
it's
of
longer than my other
Revenge,
ones.
We have a new camera arm. Thank you very much. This is a donation from Lobster of Revenge in chat. And
Andy, did you just
it's really...
rip the tape?
Yes.
We have scissors.
Good.
It wouldn't look so janky.
It looks fine.
I'm the one sitting next to it,
yeah,
so
I guess.
you don't get to say that.
This is an excellent arm, and we've got a really swank new USB switch that I haven't plugged in yet.
Yeah, we haven't started using that yet.
But it's pretty awesome.
Though I could maybe use that tonight so that I could actually be mic'd instead of using this mic.
Yeah.
So that if Clara decides to sit on my keyboard, I don't get muted. Speaking of...
Hey, kitten.
Let's see the overhead cam right now.
Yeah.
Sure, let's switch.
Let's go to overhead cam.
It's
check that out.
It's so clear. It's so, like...
It's not all, like...
off kilter and weirdly angled because we're using the neck of a lamp.
Yeah. It's actually over the table and not at one edge of the table.
This means that I could theoretically move this lamp into the dining room and use it instead of the...
Yeah, absolutely.
The overhead. So orthogonal, yeah, it's very nice. We can control it a lot more than we could the lamp neck, and also the camera actually sits on it like it's supposed to.
Yes,
it's mounted
properly
on
mounted on it.
As opposed to duct taped around this
No, it's fantastic.
Yeah, it's great.
I've got it set so that I can change the camera orientation. Oh, it's just, it's a joy.
Yeah, it makes the lighting independent of the camera arm. We are sort of blown out.
Yeah,
I'm noticing.
I know.
But,
There's not much.
That's
Anyways,
how it goes.
lighting will be the next thing we work on. So yeah, Kingdomino. Do we want to just run through a couple of games? And
yeah,
it's
sure.
a super simple game.
It's
and
a very simple game.
It's not going to take us long to play a few games.
You
of
say it looks fine, but I'm going to tell you right now, this is bright, like goldenrod yellow to us, and this is like a
Salmon.
Pepto-Bismol pink.
Yeah.
The blue and the green look fine, but the pink and the yellow are very washed out.
Yeah.
So it goes.
What color do you want to be, Amanda?
I blue,
Okay.
as always.
Excellent. For contrast, then, I'll be yellow. Not that it really matters, because our figures don't interact with each other in any way.
Nope.
The castle is not necessarily a part of the game, but it's cute, and you can put your kings in it. So we'll put these ones away.
Yeah, once you know that they're washed out and that they're not like super pastel, then you're like, oh yeah. But that's just how it is until we get decent lighting for this space.
Amanda has ordered lamps. Or did you order
lamps? No, I
lamps?
ordered a lamp, and I had to order through Walmart, which I'm not happy about because it was a lamp for me to use in that room.
Yeah.
Not lighting for on camera, because none of the lamps on the IKEA website will ship. I tried. They say they're in stock, and then when I go to check out, they're like, no, we can't ship this. It's out of stock. And I'm like, but it's in stock on the site. So my guess is that the lamps all ship out of local stores as opposed to a central warehouse, because our bookcase shipped out of like Kentucky. But my guess is that lighting ships from like whatever your local the lamp has a medium base. I don't know what that means. This is a $15 lamp from IKEA, like I said, the website said they were in stock, but they wouldn't ship. So yeah, I think they ship from
And I'd prefer not to have a
local.
Wi-Fi enabled bulb.
Yeah, I don't
The
really
reason
want.
being that Wi-Fi enabled bulbs are kind of vulnerable to hacking. Supposedly they hang on to your Wi-Fi password and information.
Yeah, don't like that.
Yeah. So
I'm not thrilled about like the Internet of Things. This is using an IKEA like.
Yeah, but it's just a normal light bulb.
Yeah, it's just a normal light bulb, but we got it from IKEA. I don't know what the. Yeah, it's just a normal light bulb.
Yeah. And the Russians and NSA could hack our light bulb.
I mean, they could if they really wanted to.
I think the real vulnerability I've heard is that when you get rid of the light bulb,
It still has your information.
right? So if somebody
There's no
grabs
way
it
to
out of
clear
a
it.
junkyard, they can
They could pull the
get your
chip
info
on it.
Anyways,
Yeah, I don't want to have to change all of our passwords when we get rid of light bulbs.
sounds silly.
Yeah.
So the objective of this game is to build your kingdom. And the way you build your kingdom...
We need to move where mine is, because this doesn't necessarily have to be the center.
No,
of
it
your
doesn't.
kingdom.
You can move it
So,
around. Yep.
Yeah.
The way you build your kingdom is by drawing random tiles from this pool of tiles and then drafting them.
Yep.
So the first thing we need to do is determine turn order,
Yeah.
which we do by having Amanda draw random kings.
We don't need to see the top of the tile box. No, but we're actually going to end up laying out some tiles, and we don't have a whole lot of places to put it. You are going first.
Draw all four.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Second. Third and fourth. Okay. So these are the order in which we'll be drafting our initial tiles from earliest to latest. So we draw 4 tiles from the box.
We can push this back a bit.
Yeah.
Give us more space. It's more finding another space to use, finding another place to put it where it's not in one of our ways.
And then we sort the tiles numerically.
Pushing it back works.
Yeah.
But now it has hit
That's fine.
the Lego.
And then we'll reveal what the tiles are.
Oof.
And then we're going to draft by placing our kings on tiles to select them.
Yep.
And in the next round, the player order is going to be determined by closest to the box to furthest from the box. So this is a wastelands, 2 wastelands. This is sea and field.
Is this how the 2-player game works?
Yes.
Okay.
This is field and mine with 1 crown. And this is field and grasslands with 2 crowns. So your objective in this game is to construct your kingdom in such a way as to have large areas of contiguous land where they're all the same type.
Yeah, you want to be matching land types.
Yeah.
And you want crowns in those land types. I don't know how clear this comes across, but like this has this little crown up in the corner. This one here, let me see. Yeah, that evens that out a little bit more. It has 2 crowns on it. If we match a bunch of grasslands up together, we get to multiply the number of grassland squares by the number of crowns in those grassland squares. So this is potentially a very valuable piece, which is why it's tile number 41.
Yeah.
So
that's actually one of the really cool and very simple balancing acts that this game does, is that the more valuable tiles have higher numbers, so you can draft them if you want, but then you're going to be picking last on the next round.
Right.
So
you get to go first.
I do. I get to go first. I believe I am going to choose... Sure, I'll choose that grassland tile. Which one do you want to choose? Now, we don't take the tiles yet.
Nope,
because
not yet.
This is the order in which we're going to be drafting next round. Okay.
Guess I'm going after mines.
I'll go for the wasteland. Okay. Now we scooch these down.
Yep, we scooch those over.
And we get a new set of tiles.
So we don't get to take our tiles until the new tiles are out and we have put our little dudes on them.
I swear I shuffled these extensively.
I mean, there's like 41 here,
yeah.
So. Ooh, God.
Yeah, we're getting some valuable tiles early in the game.
Yeah.
Which is difficult because, well, I guess it makes you lean towards a certain area.
Okay.
So let's reveal. Water. Another
More
double water.
More water, but no water.
Water and 2 crown.
No water with crowns on.
And a 2 crown mine.
Are you going to block me for that, or are you going for those grasslands?
I'm going for that grassland.
Yeah.
All right, so now...
You get to take that one.
I get to take this and attach it to my castle. And I can attach it anywhere I want because castles are wild. But once we've got something attached, we cannot... Anything that attaches to that has to match it.
Yep.
Okay. My turn?
Yep.
My
turn.
Oh, your turn. Yeah, double water. Don't forget to take your time.
Oh, yeah.
So I've got 1 grassland. I'll stick it here. You can see why this is a game that's going to go by really quickly, because the mechanics of it are so simple.
Especially with just 2 of us playing, there's not a lot of, like, thinking about things.
Okay. So, sequentially numbered. Then reveal.
Yep.
So we've got grasslands, 1 crown. Or field, 1 crown.
Yep.
Forest, this is our first forest tile.
Another forest.
Water with 1 crown. Forest. Water. Grasslands, 1 crown. Or, yeah, grasslands. Field. And wastelands, 1 crown. Amanda has first pick. Yeah, she wants that water crown because she apparently is. The first time we played this game together on
He was
stream,
not paying attention.
she built this massive ocean. It was enormous. And
Played it in Saugus on New Year's.
Ah.
There is a slightly more complicated version of this called Queendomino that has 2 additional mechanics to it.
Yeah.
It has a building mechanic and a dragon mechanic.
And yes, you do see an ichthyosaur.
Yes.
The tiles are great because the art on every tile is unique.
Yeah, they've all got something different going on them. You are up, Andy.
Yes, I am up, and I'm trying to make a decision. I think I'm going to go for this wasteland.
Ooh.
I'll stick this water over here.
You're up next.
Yep. Take the... Oh, darn. I should have... Whatever. There. Fine. And I'll grab this grassland next turn. Amanda's already got a pretty good mine going there.
Call it a mine.
A mine!
I can't, it's like a requirement, I have to say it.
Yeah.
I love this game.
Yeah, it's so simple. So, Blue Orange, the folks that publish this game,
They're great.
they're fantastic. At the most recent PAX, we were able to get a bunch of games from them, including Planet.
I want to play that more.
A Kingdomino-esque feel to it, but involves building the pieces are magnetic, and instead of building a castle or a kingdom like this, you're putting your things on the outside of a planet. It's a gorgeous, amazing game. So Amanda gets the first 2 picks because I took 2 valuable tiles last time. She's expanding her mine. And choosing... Oh, you have to choose first.
Oh, that's
Oh,
right.
no, you did.
I did.
You did. Sorry. Yep, sorry. Go ahead. And there are a couple of variations
I'm actually thinking,
in this game.
since I haven't taken my next one, I'm
Yeah.
taking the opportunity to reposition.
Okay.
Because I haven't done anything else yet.
I'm going to scooch mine in a little bit so that everything's on camera. There. See, I should have put this water over here. It's okay. I'll make it work somehow. Difficult decisions. She's grabbing some forests. Okay. So I get this.
Yeah, I'm very much hoping that a forest with a crown on it comes out at some point.
Stick that there. And choose, I guess, this wasteland and grassland. And field. Well, I know I'm grabbing both of these anyways. Take this one and stick it here.
Remember, it can't go outside of a 5x5 grid.
Yep. And scooch everything down. And we get a new selection. There we go. 18. So I'm sure if you play this enough,
you start
you'll
knowing
know
which tile is which, yeah.
What's on what. Not that it really matters. Tile 1. Oh no!
Your
My
castle!
The castle is just flavor. Or are we doing 7 by 7?
Do you want to do 7 by 7?
No, we can just do 5 by 5. Okay. I don't have any forests, so I don't really have any point in doing that. So I'll grab this. It's got the shadow of a dragon on it.
Which is always fun.
Yeah. That. Thank you.
Don't like any of these options.
Yeah, when you're playing 2-player, there are enough tiles for you to do 7 by 7. But, so I'm taking this one.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that's down there.
Yeah, it's a 9.
16. 17. More mines for Amanda.
God, no forests with crowns. This is rough.
Well, they're all in the second half, which means we might not get them.
Yeah.
You
get first pick.
I do, I know. I feel like I have to take that mine, because if you get it, your mine is worth so much.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Oh, that's you. Yeah. Yeah, I guess. You.
No, you.
Oh, I'm yellow. Okay, okay. I guess next round is the last, so we can just go ahead and take these.
I want this there. That forest gets me absolutely butt-kiss. Unless I luck out. I'll put that up there and hope.
No, but these are the last pieces we're taking.
Oh, God, that's right. I don't like that. So yeah, go ahead and take them. Don't like it at all. Because that means I can't take... I wasn't thinking about the fact that that means I can't take anything after that.
Yeah.
I was sort of hoping. Do you mind if I move this one?
No, go ahead.
So, put that there. Because the forest doesn't get me anything anyway.
Yeah.
Damn it. I should have put that up there. Oh well. Because that means that that's another thing. You don't mind me moving that?
Go ahead. All right, so we have completed our kingdoms. Yeah. Amanda, do you want to scoot your kingdom a little in frame?
Yeah. See, this is what I mean by, like, it wasn't going to stay centered where you had them because the castle doesn't always end up in the middle of your board.
And then we can count points. Put our kings in our castles. Do you want to explain it to chat?
Sure. So, I have 3 crowns on my mines, and my mines are contiguous, so it's 1, 2, 3 times 3, so that's worth 9 points right there. I have 2 crowns in the water times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so 12 points, so that's going to be
21.
21 points. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times 2, that's another 12. So, yeah.
24, 33.
Yep.
33 points for Amanda. Okay. I have one mine worth 2 points. I have nothing here, nothing there, nothing
Those
here.
grasslands are going to be wicked.
Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
25 points.
25 points. So 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39.
Yeah.
And I get a special glow of, happiness for having my castle in the exact center. So there's a couple variations. We have the option of requiring that the castle go in the center. Actually, let's look at the back here.
I don't know when we were going to hit a...
Ooh, thank you for the follow, BG Moss. Welcome.
God, it was another 3 to... If we had done one more round... Did I count my...
You don't get points for non-crown squares. Yeah, the reason
they don't count for anything.
I have one crown here, I have 1 crown here, and I have 1 crown here.
I was really hoping to get one of these, which was forest with a crown on it, which would have at least gotten me points for some of these, but I never got it.
Yeah.
So
variations.
Yeah, all of the forest crown spaces... the back half of these tiles are forest heavy. So, yeah, Andy didn't have much in the way of non-crown squares because he managed to connect most of his to at least 1 crown.
So you can have as a additional rule the middle kingdom. If your castle is in the middle, you get an additional 10 points. Or Harmony, score an additional 5 points if your territory is completed, no discarded dominoes, which both of us did.
Yeah.
Because if you have things off like that, you have empty space where you can't build anything. The Mighty Duel with 2 players. After 1 or 2 practice games, the real champions battle to build the largest kingdom. Use all the dominoes to build a 7x7 grid. Pen and paper might be useful to keep your final score. And you can mix and match the variants.
Yeah.
So that's the basics of Kingdomino. Amanda, do you want to try and do
we can try
a
playing
7x7?
Sure.
Let me shuffle some tiles.
I need to unsubscribe from a bunch of emails.
Unsubscribe servo facts.
I attended a webinar for work, and I accidentally used my personal email to register for it instead of my work email. And because I registered, it auto-subscribed me to the newsletters of every publisher that ran a booth at the webinar.
Oh, wow.
So now I'm on every publisher's mailing list, and I'm getting a lot of emails that I can't use because I don't purchase books.
So Queendomino adds a whole bunch more to the game. It adds a town that you can build, which are orange spaces, and by themselves they're not worth anything, but you get buildings that you can draft as well as tiles to expand or to build buildings in your village. It has a dragon. I can't remember what the dragon does.
It destroys buildings.
It destroys buildings?
Yeah.
It has the princess.
Queen.
Or the queen.
That's why it's Queendomino.
Yes, of course. The queen goes to whomever has the largest village? Something like that. Or no, the most towers. Because you can build towers. And whoever has the most towers gets the queen. It's got a whole bunch of different extra mechanics. It's got the buildings generate revenue.
Yeah.
So there's all sorts of... It's sort of... Kingdomino is the simple version, and then Queendomino is the same game, but with so much more going on. on a day like today, I don't have the brain power for Queen Domino.
I like in Queen Domino is to King Domino, like King of New York is to King of Tokyo.
Yeah. Yeah, very similar sort of level up of the game.
Yeah, you've got sort of a basic mechanic, and then the next game took that base mechanic and added a bunch of additional things that can happen.
But whereas I very much prefer King of New York to King of Tokyo, I kind of prefer King Domino to Queen Domino.
Yeah, I like Queen Domino fine, but I think I prefer King Domino.
The same makers, Blue Orange, the same distributor that does this, also does, we mentioned Planet earlier, but they also do Photosynthesis.
Yeah, which is a great game.
Which is gorgeous. Do we own that?
No, we don't.
Oh, darn.
We never bought it.
Never bought it. It's because we usually have access to the store demos whenever we want to play them.
I keep saying there are things we wanted to own.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, the store has a demo. We won't need it. And I'm like, but what if we want to have our own copy?
All right, so I've shuffled the tiles up. We're going to build instead of a 5x5, a 7x7 grid this time. So that's going to be a challenge. It's not all going to fit on stream, I'm afraid, with our camera being as close to the table as it is. All right. I'm going first. Amanda's going second. This is similar to the last game. I'm going third, and Amanda's going fourth. Okay.
It's exactly like the last game.
This time, we're not going to run into the problem that we had last game, which is that there were some tiles we never used. We're going to end up using every tile in the entire box.
Yeah.
So if you're building a massive forest, you're eventually going to get some points from it. Ooh, 246 followers.
That's pretty cool.
Nice.
Okay.
Let's see. So I feel like tonight's going to be a relatively short stream.
Yeah.
Which is fine. Amanda has story time with Amanda tonight, which is the second to last chapter of the book you're reading.
Sure is. We're getting close.
She's been doing the Song of the Lioness Quartet. I recognize that. I swear I shuffled these really well.
Well, we never had that, so.
There you go. All right. I'm going to... Yeah, you're right. We never had that because it's a forest with a crown.
Yes, I'm aware.
I
might not have lost so badly if I had been able to get a forest with a crown.
I'll take that. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Scooch down. So, BG Moss, have you watched any good stream? Oh, gracious. Sorry. Have you watched any good streams today? Anything awesome going on in the internets? I streamed some PSVR games this afternoon. Had some fun with that. Amanda had meetings all day, or it felt like all day. You weren't supposed to have a...
I was on shift in the morning, and then I had said to Andy...
You were supposed to have a break.
Yeah, I was like, hey, Andy, feel free to stream midday. My meeting is at 3, so anytime, like, I'm on chat in the morning, so it's not like I need there to be quiet in the apartment. Go ahead and stream. So he did. And then I was hanging out in the living room with him because I was like, I don't want to sit in the bedroom. I got to get some stuff done, but I may as well sit in the living room while I do it. And then I got an email from my boss, whom I actually need to tell her, can you fix my mic so it's not like... Well, it's very positioned very awkwardly. I don't know how that happened. Thank you.
There.
It's already not in great shape.
Yeah,
we destroy it.
Okay.
I got an email from my boss, and I do need to remind my boss that if she's logged into the department email, she needs to sign her emails.
Oh, because you don't know who it's from. If
Her signature,
from
her
TCPL?
auto sig
Yeah.
in her email has her name in it, so she never has to sign her emails because it says who she is, and you can see who's sending the email. But if she's logged into the department email and she doesn't sign her email, I have no idea who it is who's asking me to hop onto Zoom. I got an email saying, "Hey, Amanda, what's the password for the Zoom account, and how do I get into this, and how do I get into that, and can you log in and help us and troubleshoot?" And I was like, who even is asking me?
Yeah.
And then I got a text from a coworker saying, "Hey, did you get that email from Julie? We're having trouble getting the live stream to YouTube to work." I was supposed to tune into that. Oops. We were eating. Yeah, they couldn't get it to work because, as we have found, Chromebooks are not great with Zoom.
Yeah.
Apparently, you cannot host a Zoom call from a Chromebook and live stream it. And hosting it, there are all sorts of options you just don't have. And co-hosts don't have the option to live stream out, so...
She's starting work on her mine again.
Yeah, well, it was there and it had Wasteland on it, so...
Yeah. Alright, so I've got a 1-star forest.
To me.
Screw down.
I'm gonna get stuck with no crowns in my forest again. Not happy about it.
Wow, those came out in order.
Neat.
I guess, random, so it could happen.
Yeah, minimal onboard power. It's not just onboard power. The option to stream doesn't exist. The
Chromebook is just a web browser, right? It can't do anything that requires an app or a program.
It does, but it has you can load apps onto it. That's how Zoom works.
Yeah.
So she has the Zoom app, but when she clicks on the little thing where the go live to Facebook or YouTube or whatever should be, those options just aren't there. It's not that they're there, but they don't work properly for her. They're not there. So, yeah, that's a problem. This is also a problem. Don't love it. Thanks.
Yeah.
Useless forests.
There we go. So yeah, Amanda...
I'm getting one of them.
Yeah, you're getting a crown. Okay. Amanda had a day with more meetings than...
Yeah, I ended up having to grab my computer, run into the bedroom, and troubleshoot them live on Zoom.
1, 2, 3, yeah.
Yeah, no, you...
What?
No.
What?
Oh, yeah, it's 7
We're
by
building
7.
7 by 7.
I completely forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ended up having to hop onto Zoom from the bedroom, which I don't want to do in general, to troubleshoot their Zoom and YouTube live stuff. And I don't know when I became the department expert in all things YouTube and Zoom, but apparently I am. So, that happened.
You're the, like, tech support for the department outside of tech support right now.
I guess. And Andrea is solo right now because we never got around. Like, we had posted for a an IT person, but will I get a raise? God, no. No.
Don't make us laugh.
No. No, because I am on a union contract. They can't just add things, like they can't just make me do certain things, but if I take on things within my department, I'm taking those things on, and that's just how it goes.
I have to scooch my stuff a little bit more off camera, unfortunately, to make space for more stuff. So the trick is going to definitely be building in such a way.
You have a lot more room to build than I do.
Yeah. 29, 20.
Yeah, I unfortunately, because of the nature of how the union contract works, I can't negotiate for raises. I get paid what my position is defined to be paid.
Well, Amanda, you're getting more forests.
Great.
Crowns.
Good.
And you're getting some wasteland crowns.
That's the plan. All right, you're up.
Yeah. Guess I'll choose to go first next turn. Go this way.
Oh wait, no, I want to do. I gotta think.
Yeah, take your time. There is definitely a combination of planning ahead and luck in this game. And, like, blocking your opponent.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have to choose between a wasteland with 1 crown and a forest with 1 crown. I think I go for the forest. Okay. When we're done building, we're going to have to scooch our things on camera to show them off. Because 7x7, with the camera as close to the table as it is, which it has to be because of the length of the
I do wish that I could get a raise for the additional things that I do. I am like the website person for my department. I've been the one maintaining the children's section of the website since the website was built, and I was the one who populated it with content when we built a new site, and I'll probably be the one who does that again when we get a new website. I run during normal times. I'm running 2 weekly story times, 2 monthly science programs, a monthly book club, a monthly D&D program. Yeah. I do a lot. I run a lot. Which is why I'm like, now I'm like, oh, I better be running lots of things. It feels weird.
Well, your boss actually told you don't take on too much.
Like, don't
She knows you, Amanda.
Don't
knows you.
Do too many things. It's like, oh yeah.
Don't go too fast.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well played. Okay. Oops.
What one of my friends and I have decided is that, like, we're both very bad at saying no at work. Because we like to be helpful.
Lord knows I am too.
We like to be helpful. We like to do things. We like to be busy. So.
You have first pick.
Yeah, I do.
My thing is, if I think of something cool that I want done, I just do it. Luckily, I have the leeway to do that pretty frequently.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a lot of water in here.
Yeah.
Like
there's not much water on the board.
You've got 2 water spaces, and I've got 2 water spaces.
Water is this game's forest.
Yeah. Yeah. All the water sank to the bottom when I was shuffling.
I guess. Don't love this. Nope.
Now
Yeah.
entering the Battleground
A subscription.
Arena.
Oh, hi, Pi.
Hi! Welcome! 20 months.
It's a lot of months, my
That
friends.
is a lot of months. Hi, Pi. Welcome. Good to see you again. How is Andrew's Jackbox? Is he still playing?
Andy.
Oh, is it my turn?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. I guess I'm taking this tile.
I guess you are.
I don't... Okay, I'll put this here. Because I know there's a lot of water coming, so I want to leave room for an ocean.
Okay.
Does that screw me, though?
Well.
It does. Dang it.
Well.
Put it in this way. No, maybe. One, two. No, I'm okay. Okay. I'm okay. There it is. Oh, and mines. Okay.
You're spending... Oh, you don't know you weren't watching a stream. You're spending quality time with Zach. That sounds good.
That's good, too. I guess. Yeah, sure. Why not? Stick that there. Quality time is good. Mario Maker 2 levels based on Massachusetts? That sounds interesting. So, in what way are they based on Massachusetts? Is it like making a map of Massachusetts? Or is it Massachusetts flavor? Like there's a Dunkin' Donuts on every corner in the map?
Don't love that, but that's fine.
You do love those mines.
Kind of gone heavy on them at this point, so. I mean, not like totally, but now I've got 3 squares for them, so.
Yes. Excellent. So Pi, Princeton?
P-Town.
Or P-Town,
P-Town.
Provincetown.
Yeah.
Sagamore Bridge, a Martha's Vineyard level.
It's all full of vines. It's very good.
It does sound cool. I am oddly bad at platformers. Like fighting games and platformers, I'm terrible at them. Actually, come to think of it, I'm bad at most video games. I enjoy them anyhow. So I've always respected Mario as a franchise, but aside from the 3D Marios, I'm not very good at them. So like Super Mario Galaxy, I'm all about. I think it's too late for me to go into mines, so I have the feeling Amanda's getting some colossal mine building done. I can grab this. This forest doesn't help. Actually, this tile, why did I draft this? It helps me not at all.
Oh.
I'll stick it here. Okay. Oh, I'm second move as well. There. Lovely. Our kingdoms are beginning to take shape. Okay. I have the feeling Amanda's castle is not going to be in the center of her kingdom.
It's not. I was hoping for it, and then these mines came out that are forcing me to build up, so.
Yep. I'll scooch this way a little bit more. So yeah, I've never played the Mario Maker games because people tend to make impossible levels or levels with...
They pride themselves on making really, really nasty levels.
Yeah. I'm sure there's lots of easy, simple levels. But if I'm going to play easy, simple side-scrollers, I'm probably going to do, like, the Yoshi's Story games. Or, like Woolly World. That was gorgeous. I loved that game. That is quite the forest you have there.
Sure is. Oh, I just realized I kind of screwed myself that way. Crud. I gotta think about something.
Sure, take your time. The new update lets you make overworld maps for collections of levels. Nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna end up with a domino I can't use. There's no way to avoid it. Oh well. Andy?
Yep.
You're up.
I'm just reading Pi's comments. So my plan was to put this here, obviously, but now I don't know what else I want. Because I'm sort of building this way now.
I'm going to end up losing at least one domino if I want to connect this to this, because that means I have to do my 7th row up here. But that means that I was going to end up with one dropped off down here because I didn't have this over here. Oh well. So it goes.
Yeah, you changed your plan, and it's going to get you points.
Yeah.
I suspect, because I'm almost positive there's a 3-crown mine, and I think I'm going to have to hate draft it, because if Amanda gets the 3-crown mine and adds it to that mine she's built, it's going to be worth a lot. She gets first pick right now, though. As long as she keeps first pick, she's got it. That's a 9, okay.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a lot of water.
It is a lot of water, and I said at the beginning of this game that I thought there was going to be a lot of water at the end.
Yep.
And I built myself a tiny little 4-square ocean over here, a 2-square ocean over here. I added some ocean on this end, so, but I don't have any stars. There's a list in the instructions of how many of each piece there is.
Yep.
But definitely I need a star or a crown for an ocean. Nope. Like that, I guess. And I get that 2 ocean piece.
Actually, yeah, no, that works better.
And I have also screwed myself, so I'm going to have something I can't build off of.
Yeah.
Because I've got this little
last
corner
4.
here. Last 4. All right. So Amanda's got first pick. If I am correct, and there's a 3-crowned mine,
Or even another 2 crown.
she's guaranteed to get it. And there it is.
Yep, that's the one.
Oh my goodness. I don't think you can't get
one
both.
Of those. Yeah, I can't get both. I'll just take the better one.
Yeah, and you get that for that.
Yeah. Which I can't use, so that will be my tile that I don't use.
Okay. I'm gonna stick this here. Oh, I have really, really messed up, haven't I? Oh boy. Okay. Whatever. It doesn't really matter. Take this and put this here.
What are you giving me?
Yeah, I have to.
You have to, yeah. You don't have a choice there. Okay.
I like that theory, Pi, that you are not great at... So I can't stick this here. This gets me very little.
You could decide that's the one you're not placing.
Well, I think both of the ones I'm... Well, yeah, I've got that. That's 2.
Yeah.
This gets me 2 points and that gets me 2 points. So it's
Yeah.
the same either way. Yeah, this is the one I can't place. And you get that one. Wow. Shall we scooch things into frame to count?
Sure, why don't you do yours first?
Okay.
Push mine back as far as I can, which is that's as far as it goes.
All right. So here's my kingdom. It's got several small puddles, but no ocean. But it does have a lot of grassland, or of plains. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 20. Nothing, nothing. Nothing, 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 nothing. 22. 24, 26. 28, 30, 31, 32. And then this is 3 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They did say 21. What did I say I was up to here? 32 plus 21 is 53, 54, 55, 56, 57. And then I've got my big forest, which is 1, 2, 3, 4 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think somebody's going to need to check my math on this. But my initial count comes to 81 points.
Okay.
So let me scoot that out of the way and you can count yours. Insidious Pie says 87 as well, or 87 instead of, I got 81. I'm going to double count. Lobster says 113. All right.
I need to check something.
6. Sure. using the memory plus portion of my calculator now. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times 3. Do you want to scoot yours on frame?
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
7, 8, 9, 10.
But I can't do it while you're counting because
Sorry.
it will throw me off.
Okay.
So I'm going to do it by land type. So I'm going to start with oceans. So I have 1 plus 3. Now I'm going to do plains. 8 times 2, 16. Now forests. 11 times 2 is 22. Plains. I did plains. Not going to do that again. Wastelands. 7 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Nice.
What's 7 times 6? Brain not working.
42.
Plus mines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8.
40.
124.
Wow, I had 81.
Okay.
So, yes, Amanda, you conclusively won that one. I should have blocked you more. I got obsessed with building my own territory and continuing the things that I was doing. I should have spent more time hate drafting to stop you from getting stuff. Because it's not as bad as the blowout when you built that enormous ocean and got like 80 points from one territory.
Though this right here is a ridiculous amount of points.
Yeah, I was not watching the Wastelands. I didn't realize you had 6 crowns in there.
Thank you for the bits.
100 bits for Amanda for breaking 100 points. Thank you, Lobster of Revenge. Well, since it's Tuesday, you multiply by pi. Ah, man. So, Kingdomino.
Yeah.
I feel like we're going to end early. Oh, she used a pie emote. I have a pie emote. Hang on. I can do this. Hey, chat. In just a couple of days, I'm going to be able to start playing Arcade Spirits on my Twitch stream. I hope folks will join me for Arcade Spirits.
I want to live stream some Arcade Spirits, Cindy.
Okay. You can absolutely do that as well. So I have plans for my Twitch stream. There's a couple of games I want to play. I'm going to play, well, maybe I'll play Final Fantasy VII. Original, OG Final Fantasy VII, not the remake. I want to do more Beat Saber on my stream. I played some Beat Saber today, and it was so much fun to play that on stream. Although I did, have some trouble with cables because I was mic'd and I was wearing headphones, so I had a lot of extra cords hanging around. And I want to play Arcade Spirits on stream. Look at some of those cool emotes you've got, Lobster. What is the sort of ghost hamster from? The VOD is up. You can check out the VOD. And I will 100% be playing more Beat Saber on stream because, man, I love that game. And it's pretty much the only workout I get these days. Speaking of workouts, I have to go downstairs and move the trash barrel. Not much of a workout, but I have to go downstairs and then go back upstairs. So yeah, I want to do lots of streams. I have to sort of work it in and around the schedule of everybody else who's streaming and Amanda, because she has a lot of stuff that she has to do for work. Like we were saying, she's the tech person for her entire workplace. which is awkward. But yes, in general, I have been enjoying streaming. I am going to do more of it. But tonight, I think we need to end a little early. Lobster's going to go make some din-din. Pi, I'm so glad that you could join us. Oh, it was one of the Valentine's prize emotes. Okay. And we will be back in just a short while, a little bit more than an hour, for the second to last chapter of Lioness Rampant.
Yeah.
On Amanda's Twitch stream, which is Merriman Lion. So I hope that you will join us there. Yeah, we'll see you in an hour. Thanks for joining us, folks. It was a fun, casual, quick stream. We'll play something else that looks good on camera during our next stream, because this new camera arm has worked out very well.
Yeah, it's great.
I thought the camera angle was fantastic. Now we just have to work on lighting. I hate to dedicate a lot to upgrading our streaming capabilities from our apartment, because the hope is eventually we'll get back to Battleground, where we have all the good lights and everything.
Yeah.
But not for a little while. So we'll continue to stream here, and we'll continue to join you guys, and we love having chat join us while we play games. Yeah, it would definitely wobble more. I can see it wobbling a little bit, even at this height. Hopefully it didn't come across too much on stream. So yeah, a longer arm would have more wibble wobble to it. Anyways, we will see you on Amanda's stream, Merriman Lion, in about an hour. Good night, everybody. Have a pleasant hour or so until we see you again. Bye.